Well, I want to address a very serious subject today. A problem that plagues our industry and affects all kinds of innocent people. I'm talking about rental scams. And what I'm going to share with you today are some very important tips that you need to know to make sure you aren't taken advantage of by a rental scammer. Hi, I'm Troy with IGC Realty and Rental Management, a professional property management firm located here in Melbourne, Florida, and servicing the greater Space Coast. Now today I want to share with you something that really gets under my skin, and unfortunately I see many people fall victim to this, and what I'm talking about is the rental scam. Now here's how the scam works. A firm like ours could list a property online, or it might be listed directly by an owner or even another real estate company. And as soon as it goes up on our website, the scammer is alerted to the new listing. They will go online, capture the photos, and then they go create their own listing on some free social media site like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or any number of sites that allow for these free postings. Now, unfortunately, those sites don't have any kind of a record or any kind of a way to validate that they're dealing with somebody who has the actual authority to rent that property, so they mostly allow that listing to happen. Now, often that scammer will list it at just below market rates, and what that does is it creates the perception of anxiety to people because they go, wow, this is a really great rate on this house. I gotta hurry up and get it before it's gone. And so they inquire online, and the guy on the scammer side says, yes, it's available. All I need is to do a background check. Use this link to send me 50 bucks. Now, most people think it's only 50 bucks, I got to get the background check, so let me go ahead and pay that. And what you just did was it broke the ice to the scammer. You've now given them the first few dollars, and it's easy to give them more and more and more after that. And the scammer knows it. So they use this $50 to break the ice. Then about a day or so later, the scammer reaches out to the victim and says, hey, we got your background check, everything looks good. Now to secure the home and make it yours, we just need a security deposit of $2,000 or $3,000. Here's a link that you can make the deposit now. And then the victim makes that deposit. It's easy for them to make the deposit because the ice is already broke. They've already sent money. They feel like they've got a dialogue going on now. They've probably even asked, is this a scam? And been told no, and then they believed it because you don't want to think you've been lied to or taken advantage of. Well, unfortunately, we've had many people call even our office and let us know that they just lost a few $1,000s to a scammer because they put up a deposit on a house and they never even got to see it. Well, I don't want that to happen to you or to anybody. So here's a couple of things that you can do to make sure it does not happen to you. First of all, always get the name of the person that you're talking to. You need to make sure that if they're representing themselves as the owner, they actually legally own it. And you can cross-reference that against public records online and make sure that the owner of record is recorded with the county is actually the person that you're talking to who claims to be the owner. The next thing you need to do is make sure that they've got the ability to actually show you the property. See, you should never even pay an application fee on a home that you have not been able to walk into, look at, and even smell. If you can't see it, you can't smell it, you don't put up any money toward it. A very simple rule. That will also help avoid the deposit scam where you'll hurry up and make this deposit or you're going to lose the house, because if you haven't seen it, you definitely don't want to put up a deposit on it. You never want to rent a home unseen, so you always want to make sure you're going to see it first. Now, if you're not dealing with the owner, make sure you're dealing with an actual licensed real estate agent or property manager. Now, both are licensed by the Division of Real Estate in each state. And you can verify that license by going to the Division of Real Estate for that state and looking up that individual or that office to make sure that they actually are licensed. If they're not, then they should not be renting the property to you, and you should definitely not be giving them any money. Now, when it does come time to transfer money, you should make sure it's all through a bona fide source. You could walk into the office of a property management company. You could make a link through their website where they've got online applications like we use, and any payment that's made there through e-check or credit card has a digital stamp to it that you can trace and you can track. And even if it's on your credit card, you can go to your bank and reverse it. You can't do these kind of things through an anonymous Cash App. It's gone through a Cash App, but it's traceable and trackable if you do it through a bona fide link. Some companies will use Zillow or Zumper. Again, these are bona fide sites. They usually charge the application fee. None of that fee goes through to the homeowner or the renter. It's all paid through that service just to get the background check done. So again, those you can trust. Never send it through a personal Cash App. That's the biggest thing that I can say to avoid the rental scam. I'm Troy with IGC Realty. If you'd like information on renting a property or getting your rental property managed, please give us a call or stop by our office. We'd love to spend the time getting to know you and see what we can do to help you with all your rental home needs.